Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will learn about the graph of quadratic function. You know about the general form of quadratic function is ax squared plus bx and plus c. This is equal to y. The function here is y and this is the expression of the y function. And for the graphing of quadratic equation of graphing of quadratic function, we have two forms. The first form is like this, and the second form is like this. Of course, there are some several variation of this form, maybe like this or like this. And of course, it is a concave up and concave down form, and they have several variation like this or like this. Yeah, and you can estimate that this is concave up and this is concave down. How can you remember that? Imagine that when you are thinking about smile, this is up, and this is something about sad, it will be down. Okay, that's it. How can you define which function, which quadratic function will be up and will be down? It is depend on the coefficient of x squared. Example, I got the equation like y equal to 3x squared plus 2x plus 1, and the second one will be negative 2x squared plus 3x and negative 5. That's care about the coefficient of x squared, this one and this one. The first coefficient you got 3 positive, and the second function you got negative 2. This is negative 2, it means less than 0. So the form of the quadratic function will be up if you got the coefficient of x squared will be positive, and when you got the coefficient of x squared negative, it will be down like this, or will be up like this. Okay, so how can you draw the quadratic function? We have 4 steps for graphing quadratic function, but I need to tell you something first. Example for like this, why you should care about the graphing. When you got the form, because you know about the coefficient of x squared is positive in this position, and you know about the form of the quadratic equation is concave up, of course, this is mine, right? And you don't know about the form of equation like this or like this or something like this. And let's put the graph into the coordinates. You know about the smile form, but you don't know where exactly this form will put into the x or y coordinate. Example, sometimes the graph will be lie on this position, or sometimes it will be like this, or maybe it will be like this. You don't know about the exactly form. Yeah, so that's why I divide the graphing into 4 steps. The first step, in the general form, the first step you will know about the symmetry line. What is the symmetry line? Symmetrical line will tell you about the line divide that form into the 2 parts and reflection together through that line. Example, when you got a smile form like this, you can imagine that in the middle of this form you have a line like this, and we call it the symmetry line. And the point in this position will be reflect to the point in this position through this line. And the point of this position will reflect to the point of this position through this line. Okay, that's why I call this one a symmetrical line. And the formula of symmetrical line is x equal to negative b over 2a. So what is a and what is b? The general form will tell you that the coefficient of x squared is a, and the coefficient of b of x is b, and the constant number is c. So negative b over 2a, for this equation you will have negative 2 because b equal to 2. Divide by 2 multiply a is mean 3. And you got 1 over 3 is the symmetrical line. The first one we done. And the second step, you will find the vertex. The vertex is a minimum or maximum point. When you got the form of quadratic equation like this one is vertex, and you have the form like this. This one will be mark point. Of course, the same name for this one is vertex. And you know about the symmetrical line, how can you find the vertex? The vertex is a point, so you need to know about x and y. And the first step, symmetrical line will tell you about x coordinate of vertex. So when you got x equal to negative b over 2a, you substitute to the function and you will find the value of y. Example, the first step, I know about x equal to negative 1 over 3. So I will have y will be equal to 3 multiply negative 1 over 3 square plus 2 multiply negative 1 over 3 and plus 3. And the result for this one, you got 8 over 3. And the coordinate of vertex in this function, you got negative 1 over 3 is coordinate x and the y coordinate is 8 over 3. That's all. Okay, this is the second step. How about the third step? The third step and the fourth step will tell you about the x-intercept or y-intercept. How can you find the x-intercept of the function? Very easy. Put value y equal to 0 and then you will solve about x. For x value of x here, x1 and x2, you will find the 2 points of x-intercept. And the same thing for y-intercept. The y-intercept is mean you should put the value x equal to 0 and then you will find y equal to 3, 0 square plus 2 multiply 0 and plus 3. And the value of this one is 3. So that's why you got y-intercept is 0 and 3. And how about the first one? In this case, when you got y equal to 0, you got 3x squared plus 2x and plus 3 equal to 0. And you will solve this one by calculator. And the calculator will tell you you have no real solution. No real solution. It means here you got no x-intercept. No x-intercept. Okay. So what should we do after we have 4 steps? We will plot that point into the x or y coordinate. For the first step, you know about the symmetrical line is negative 1 over 3. Example in this position. And x equal to negative 1 over 3 is vertical line. So you will draw like this. This is a negative 1 over 3. The second one will tell you about the vertex. Negative 1 over 3 and 8 over 3. 8 over 3. So this is negative 1 over 3 x coordinate. And example here is 8 over 3 y coordinate. So the point you have in this position. And you know about the value of a is 3. A equal to 3 positive. So the form of this quadratic function is smile, concave up like this. So something you will have the form like this and the form like this, something like here. Okay, but exactly I don't know. So I using the third step and the fourth step. The third step x-intercept, we have no x-intercept, so very makes sense, right? And the second one you got y-intercept is 0 and 3. Example here is 3. And you have the form will be pass through the line at the point 0, 3 like this. And after that, you have the form of the quadratic function, and I will draw it in the different. Okay, that is a 3, that is the 0, this is 0 and 3. And of course, this is the fourth step. You know about how can you draw the graph, how can you graphing quadratic function, and you have the fourth step. The next video will practicing with you about the graphing quadratic function. Thank you so much, and don't forget like and subscribe my channel. I hope you can understand more about graphing quadratic function by this video. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.